Chase, let's break some shit.
Breaking ships and breaking hearts. That's what we do here.
I can't wait. I think that we should absolutely be doing these things. It's going to be fantastic. We're playing the freshly released Hardspace Shipbreaker 1.0. You've seen this game on here. If you've hung around the casual hour at any length of time, you've either heard about or seen this game. It was early access for a very long time and has finally came to 1.0. We're very excited about that. So much so that Chase is like, I just want to watch you break some ships apart. And I was just like, what did I ever do to deserve such a friend to want to watch me do something like this?
Well, I'm glad you were happy to take the reins and let me just kind of chill out.
Yeah, man.
Babysit chat. If chat's got anything to say, I'm here.
Oh.
I'll field questions. I'll ask questions. We've done a quick look on this. It's not out yet, but that'll be coming out soon.
Tomorrow.
So yeah. Okay. So
the one thing that we talked about on that quick look was getting a ship. And that was something that I did not have ready to go whenever we were playing that, but I do have it now, and I want to show that to you. So this ship doctor, this unverified application, you get this whole interface now, and this is our ship that we were gifted. And there's levels, as you can see, about like getting gate ready. And so there's going to be some options that you and I have to make tonight, well, really me, on do I want to break something down, or do I want to capture this and bring it back to my ship that I'm building? And so there's this whole thing here, and you'll see anything that's highlighted purple. So when you start to look at ships, if you see something that is purple, that means that you can harvest it for your own ship. So if you see that and you see me doing those things, that's what's going on there. So the other thing is you're gonna find data sometimes that are on ships, and this is going to go through and tell a story or be a photograph of usually the way shit was before coming onto the ship and leaving Earth and all that stuff. So let me check my loadout here and make sure things are going on. Oh my gosh. What is going on, Jedi? How are you?
Nice. Yeah, Jedi was just playing Destiny 2 here up until a minute ago.
Nice.
Dropped by, watched him play a bit of a strike there. New season is... I've been playing more of that new season, Bobby. I've been trying not to just let it take over my life. I feel like I'm not in a post Destiny 2 world, but I feel like I'm over the hill. I'm to the point where it's like I'm not gonna spend ridiculous amounts of hours in Destiny 2 anymore.
Famous last words.
But even when you're coming down from the peak, you're still playing a lot. So I've been playing a decent amount. They also brought back one of my favorite weapons, the Callus mini tool, and it's got some new roles and you can craft it now, and pretty excited about that. So I'll probably end up playing a decent amount of that game. I did do the new dungeon that just came out. I did that yesterday. I don't like it as much as some of the other dungeons that are out there, but I think it's neat. You go into you remember Callus?
Yeah, your friend, my friend.
The first raid boss from Destiny 2. You go into his mind, and you're kind of shifting between the Leviathan, which is the ship that he's on, and his mind palace, similar to the way that you went into Savathun's mind.
Got it.
And you kind of flip back and forth, and that's the mechanic of that dungeon. And it's I don't know, it's kind of cool. It reminds me a lot of that Titanfall 2 level, where you swap back and forth from future to past.
Nice. We're going to be breaking down the Saucy Smith. This is a big fucker.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about this ship. I just unlocked this one, and there's a lot to unpack here. We got these two big ass thrusters that are on the outside that we have to crack open in a very peculiar way. And then that's going to be these big bumpers. Like, it's kind of like a barge ship. This big fucking beefcake of a ship. It's going to be a ton of fun to break apart. Can't wait. So let's get to it. I like to take apart the outside. Easy pickings. Start off a little bit. I've got some nice upgrades now. My tethers are a little bit stronger. I can do a charged force if I need to move a heavier object without tethers. I can just hold down my charge thrust there and that will build up. But we'll grab some of these lights and take care of this. If anybody who's just hanging out for the first time watching this, this is a game about disassembling ships with the most efficiency that you can using a furnace, a processor, or the barge beneath us. There are a lot of ways to hurt yourself. There's a lot of ways to screw this thing up. We're going to try and do none of those things tonight, but I will make no promises.
I mean, I kind of hope something.
Yeah, you only want to play this game to see me just fucking obliterate
I
myself.
mean, I want to have an entertaining stream. That's what I want.
That's fair. If anything,
and if you fucking up just a little bit means that we get to an entertaining stream, then
yeah,
so be it.
This is gonna be a barge. I think I can pull this thing out yet. Yeah, there we go. God, that's heavy. The physics, man. Like, I'm pulling my mouse so hard right now, and this thing is just creeping. Let me see if this new thrust works good. Oh,
it's basically free. Yeah, you're good. Look at that.
It'll get there.
That's a big piece.
That's a big old piece. Over 1,000 kilograms. All right, so we'll get these off the front there. Chase, I have not checked audio levels. I'm gonna give us a quick listen and make sure things are okay. I have not checked audio levels.
Yeah, you sound good. I sound good. Everybody sounds good.
Great. You watched some audio today.
I watched some audio?
Yeah. Bo Burnham released some new audio tracks, right?
I suppose I did. No, it's video. It's on his YouTube channel. It's it's called the Inside Outtakes, and it's just
clever.
It's footage of stuff that he captured while making his special last year that didn't make it into the special. A lot of it is him setting up cameras and setting up the shots and testing out things.
Okay.
But there's also a little bit of some introspection stuff where he's just kind of talking either to himself / to the camera, kind of what's going on and how he's feeling in the moment.
Is it just that stuff, or is it like a remix of the entire special?
No, I wouldn't say that it's a remix. You're definitely going to hear some stuff that you'll remember as he's setting up the Jeff Bezos song or setting up the white woman Instagram song, things like that. But then there's also definitely some things that maybe at one time were going to be in the special and got cut for whatever reason. So there's some original content in there too that's not just behind the scenes kind of things. It's
got it.
There's some new stuff. So that's pretty good. My favorite part is actually he does it a few different times. He'll set up a shot where he's got like 9 different shots of the same thing, and you realize as he goes on that these are takes. These are different takes of the same shot that he's trying to get, and he'll hold on all of them. But then as he messes up each take and he goes and shuts off the camera, that one goes dark. And then you see them all go dark, and you're kind of there. It's almost like a game within the thing of like, oh, which is the one that's going to be which is the one that he accepts.
That's funny.
And that was kind of cool. He does that a few different times. It's there you go. Got it. Well, maybe.
There we go. Get back up here. God, that thing is just got a mind of its own.
Now you're good. Now you got it stabilized.
All right, Chase, let's talk shop for a second.
Sure.
This ship, there's a few that get introduced at this point in the game. They've got these 2 thrusters. This is the last, if I remember correctly in the early access path, this was one of the last models of ship that they brought into the game. It's unpressurized, which it's nice. That's helpful. But each one of these thrusters has these locking mechanisms on both sides that get into popping them off, and that's not the hard part. But inside of each one of these is tubes. There's 4 tubes in total that go all the way through these. And this is all one solid piece. So down here at the end, there is a valve right in here. Let me see if I can show it to you. There we go. So do you see where this fuel cell is right here? Like where that yellow piece is? There's a switch on these pipes. Once I start to disassemble those yellow pieces there, it's going to trigger these fuel. It's going to send fuel back to this. But there's a fire up here, and it's basically carrying that fire back. I have to get in here to the back of this thing while it's on fire. After cutting those quickly and pulling this piece out and getting out of my way, all the way down here to stop this from like having a chain reaction. I got to do this 4 times. So I'm gonna go get some more oxygen, and then we're gonna come back. And if you want to see a failure, this is probably the highest probability for one.
Well, I'm glad Jiggy's here to potentially see this failure.
It's a series
of tubes, Jiggy? Man. How are the Wanzers?
Okay, let's go back here and see if we can do this.
Hey! What's going on here?
Classic Jedi.
Did that show up? Did that work on screen? Oh yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little delayed for me.
Should be good.
You wanna make this bigger?
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot all about that. My bad, y'all.
It's good.
There we go. Now you can watch how the sausage gets made in 4K. All right, so I got a
sausage.
It's a ska band. I got to take this off, and we're gonna get rid of those. Those will be in the processor.
Oh, sorry to hear about your internet, Jiggy. I'm glad you're able to make it here with us.
Oh, hey, by the way, speaking of that, we're probably going to have a hard stop tonight a little bit before midnight because there is planned maintenance by Charter Spectrum here in St. Louis that starts at midnight, which means that my internet will cease to exist for a while.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. All right. First cap ready to be popped off. No big deal.
Yeah, easy stuff.
This one comes down.
I mean, I was going to say, if we have to have an early night, we need to get that in early.
I got to focus for a second here.
Thank you, Jiggy. Thank you for being on the same page. We'll get to it as soon as Bobby blows himself up here.
Okay.
But meanwhile, Jiggy, you can go ahead and toss me a number 1 to 49, and we'll get to it. That seem good? Is that good or is that bad? Things are on fire.
We're doing, yeah, I mean, it's burning.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tether through this. All right, go.
Do you have like an extinguisher?
No.
Okay.
Whew. Whew. And then it just blows this thing in half. And we did it. All right. But the problem is...
Good for you.
I don't know. I don't know if that knocked the other one beneath it out of sorts when I split that up here.
Yeah.
Oh, my ship's...
Jiggy, I gotta say, this is a great pick for tonight, especially.
Whew. All right. Our ships are fucking wonky right now. Let me see if I can get this thing back on track.
Little off center there.
Can I tilt this back a little bit?
Gunner, ship clock says 5 minutes left. You know what to do.
Yeah, we're stuck. Right, we're not moving. We'll just let that be. Shit, that's not good. Let's get this out of the way though. Go ahead and ask a question.
Oh, you want your anime? Okay. Let's see. This is a comedy sci-fi anime. It aired from January 5th, 2014 to March 27th, 2014.
Okay.
This anime is called Space Dandy. Yep. I know. I mean, you're playing it right here. So what more could you say? But Bobby, what do you think Space Dandy's about?
It was a comedy set in 2014.
Comedy sci-fi.
Comedy sci-fi. Space Dandy is about ships that are derelict that you have to break down for cost. Oh wait, that's this game. Space Dandy follows the fearless commander on a journey.
Do you have a name?
Dandy.
Okay.
Dandy Dan.
Sure.
To follow. Whoa, get back over there. What the fuck are you doing? Hang on a second.
All right. Space Dandy will wait.
Yeah. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Space Dandy follows a commander named Dandy and his outfit as they are exploring space, looking for new natural resources as we have exhausted them on Earth. It is in the same vein of like a Mel Brooks kind of Spaceballs type deal. Doesn't take itself too serious. I can tell you that he has multiple companions, one of which a robot.
Yes. Okay.
That was a dumbwaiter engine at a restaurant in Tokyo that has been repurposed as an assistant on this ship, and it still has short circuits all the time, thinking that it is doing that job while trying to like coordinate ship routing and all that other shit.
Sure.
It's very zany, very bad news for anybody involved, and creates a bit of a mess for the captain, but he's a very likable buffoon, much like yours truly.
Does he have any other companions?
Yes, there is a rogue agent that has broken away from some of the other space pirates. Very gruff, kind of like a Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type.
Oh, cool but rude.
Very cool but rude.
Okay.
Arguably the most loyal person on the ship, but doesn't want to do any of the niceties or deal with the bullshit that's there around it. Just wants to come in, get the job done, get paid, get home. But if anybody was ever in trouble, he would absolutely be there to help out. Also doing work on trying to get that retired droid to be a bit more functioning on the ship. He's got a tender spot for that while nobody else does. So really good dynamic there. Kind of a buddy cop vibe between those two. The kid's father, the captain's father, Dandy, his dad's there. He brought him out of a nursing home for like one last hurrah as they went to do these things. Like it was his wish to see space, and it's kind of a one-way ticket for him. He's not going to make it back.
Makes sense.
He brings a lot of like, critique to the work that's being done, but lovable critique. But he's kind of an annoyance, but also earnest and very insightful. He knows space prior to this voyage that they're on, and they come across multiple planets. I mean, I would say it's a lot like Firefly in certain senses. Like,
would you say that character's name would be Space Daddy then?
Space Daddy, father of Space Dandy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And that's just a show about them doing that shit. That's the anime.
That's the premise. Okay, well, Bobby, I gotta say, you started strong.
Typically do.
Started real strong. The main character's name is Dandy, so you got that part right. There is a robot companion.
Yeah.
It's a vacuum cleaner though, and its name is QT.
I wasn't too far off there.
You're not especially far off. No, you're fine. You forgot that he also has a little pet character, a little animal friend.
Okay.
Like a ferret, but it's called Meow. I guess it's supposed to be a cat. It's weird. It wears a hat. I think Space Dandy's a fine show.
You've seen it.
I have seen this one. I would say Space Dandy, if I were to describe it, it would be like almost a parody of Cowboy Bebop.
You know, that's what I was going to bring that up when I talked about. Anyway, I can see that being the case.
Because I believe he is supposed to be a bounty. When I mentioned
Spaceballs, you know. That's right.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that. Let me throw you through the synopsis just for the folks at home who might not know what Space Dandy is and want to know. The universe is a mysterious and strange place full of even stranger and more mysterious aliens. Dandy's job is to hunt down unclassified aliens and register them for a reward. It sounds easy enough, but something weird always seems to happen along the way, like chance meeting with zombies, mystical ramen chefs, and adorable orphans. Hunting down aliens may not be easy, but it's definitely never boring. With the help of his sidekicks... Of course! With the help of his sidekicks, the adorable robot vacuum QT, and the cat-like alien Meow, and his slightly used ship, the Aloha Oe, Dandy roams the galaxy searching for new alien species. What he usually finds, however, is adventure, danger, and romance, and no two journeys or universes are ever the same. This is Space Dandy, baby! Also, there's a star between space and dandy.
Oh, okay.
It's Space Star Dandy. Just don't pronounce it star. Space Dandy's okay. I enjoyed it.
Sure.
I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite animes, but it was an enjoyable show. I think it works much better if you've already seen Cowboy Bebop. I think I would not watch Space Dandy before Cowboy Bebop. How's this going, Bobby? You still cutting that ship up?
Yeah, we're not moving too quick right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a little.
Did you start a new shift?
Yeah. This is the same ship, just a new shift.
Got it. Because I saw the 13 minutes up there. Shifts are only 15, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That is correct. All right, we're going to let that sit there like so. Let me get lined up here. Get my light on. Gonna get a little bit closer. Okay, and I'm going to turn off my tether. All right, I think we're ready to try this again without roasting myself. Okay.
I mean, feel free to roast yourself.
Fire hazard risk high. You don't say.
I mean, this is basically just operation at this point.
Yeah. Get out of there. Get out of there. Go. Move.
Except all you're doing is touching the sides.
Yes. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh,
oh, God.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Seems great.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Get in there.
Yep. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yep.
Go,
this is like that one episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I'm on fire.
Show.
I'm on fire, but I got it out.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Easy.
Whew.
Smooth operator right there.
No, don't go down there. Go over there.
What would happen if you did let it go down to the ground?
I would lose the money.
Okay.
It would basically say like you just wasted that piece. Get up there.
Even though so the blue that you're trying to get it into is the processor, which is basically just going to break this down into its components. Red is the furnace. You're just this is garbage, and then green is salvage. You're putting computers and lights and things.
You want to keep that.
So I mean, it's not like you would have thrown this in the furnace, but that isn't where you.
I mean, technically, like you'd be able to like say, "Hey, I'm going to get this back." If it was down there, like, because that stuff doesn't go away. There's a base, It's more of like it's a very video game mechanic.
Yeah, think of the cost to the company to have to make this extra work. I get you.
Okay, is this the processors too? All right, we'll get that out of the way. Man, for this one, I haven't had them get so. Whoops. Like so.
There's still good stuff in there.
Yeah, I need to pop that off. I think I can do it in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jedi asked a good question. Do you have to dismantle pieces in a specific order, or can you do it in any order you choose?
Dealer's choice. As I mentioned, like I like to do the outside pieces first, and get into it. It's like we could, like, I could skip these other 2 pieces over here and come back for those, because like I got to get that piece in there right now. But we could go into the actual ship, which we haven't even started taking apart we've taken apart the ship, but we're just doing the thrusters on the outside. So like we still got this here. It really kind of comes down to what kind of run you were going for. If you wanted to take apart, like in a speed run standpoint, then maybe you wouldn't mess around with some of the stuff on the outside that like I am. You'd go in and grab stuff. But it's also like, do I want to try and get to some of these markers first and the time frame that you have? So I'm not overly like, I don't rush too much. I haven't done the speed run stuff. I've watched some and they're really trippy. Like people do some very impressive stuff. But for the most part, I kind of slow roll it. I like to take my time. And,
is there any real penalty to, because you have to stop once your shift ends here in 9 minutes and 40, but you come right back to this, or you have the option to come right back to this same ship in the same condition. Is there any penalty to, wow, you took 4 days to break down the ship, or is it just you're not getting the like you're just not getting the money you'd get if you were able to break down 2 ships in that same amount?
Yeah, I think it's just more about like the timing for you and like what your leveling is, because it's your rank up, and which I mean we're going to hit 10 when we go in. If you look in the upper right hand corner, it'll say enter the hab to rank up. So we're gonna hit that when we go in there.
But there's no other things that you have to like. There's no hunger. Like you need to be able to afford meals. And is there any other mechanic that would make you want to do things in a more timely manner?
Only if I was going for like a speed run, which like there's races that they do throughout the week. Like there's a bunch of stuff outside the career mode that you can go like, just, hey, I'm gonna break down some ships or whatever that is, you know, like that you would want to do. Like you don't have to do this.
Okay. Because we've talked about Citizen Sleeper a decent amount especially when we talk about this game, because it feels like they're talking about some relatively similar concepts. But that game specifically has, oh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
It's your favorite space podcaster.
My space podcaster. Hey, float in there.
Goodness. But that game, Citizen Sleeper, has things that are pushing you forward. You feel the pressure of time there, because you have to keep your energy up, you have to keep your condition up. There are other timers that are going soft timers, things that count down the days, the cycles that you're doing stuff. So I wondered if there was any similar push, especially because this game also is kind of labor and capitalism. Actually, more about labor and capitalism than even Citizen Sleeper is.
Yeah, this one goes into some pretty heavy subjects with like unionization and that stuff. But no, there hasn't been anything that I've encountered where it's like, hey, you should be doing this much faster. This is not how I've played it. I've really only been doing the story beats, because they've reset progression a handful of times on this game during the early access, and I've gotten pretty far in it. And I find that like each time I've had to come back into it, I'm a little bit more equipped to do it faster. And get to some of these acts. But I had stopped playing for a while when they basically said like, hey, we're hitting 1.0. I was like, all right, that's my cue to chill out for a bit,
right, and
then come back to this when it's actually like good and proper, ready to go.
Your suit's HUD has been freaking out for a bit. Is that because of the fire?
No, it's because of this right here. That's a reactor. So if you get around that stuff, it's gonna give you a little visual that like, hey, you're in a shitty situation.
Okay, that's cool. Jiggy asks how it's running on your machine.
It's running like a dream.
You also have quite the machine at this point.
Yeah, I made an upgrade about a week ago. I got a 3090 Ti in my rig now, and that's made a pretty big difference in like running the stream and this. But I'm running this at max right now, and on my end, I'm not having any issues. I don't know about what you all are seeing, but it's running great.
Now, speaking of upgraded hardware,
Yeah.
you've also been playing this on a Steam Deck, right?
I have been playing on the Steam Deck, and
How does it run on that?
runs great.
Does it? I mean, I'm sure it's noticeably different than playing it on this giant rig thing that you have set up.
Totally, like it's a great way to check out what they've got going on here, and that's playing with a controller, but not like I like to play this with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, it seems like, especially for cutting these smaller pieces, that having the precision of a mouse and keyboard is really pretty useful.
But the Steam Deck's very serviceable for this, and I mean, it's a great way to play it, I think.
I'm looking forward to being able to corroborate that.
Soon, I would imagine.
A couple months, according to Valve.
I know that they're saying that they're continually just increasing their production on those things. I think they're going to get a little bit easier to get. And I mean, Johnny, I don't think he's going to keep his reservation for himself, so I think he'll be able to grab his, like we talked about.
We'll see. Yeah. In the meantime, I've just got, an Analog Pocket and a Playdate and a Switch and a PlayStation 5. And
you had me there at the first half of that.
And a Mac I can play games on. And a Mac that runs Windows, kind of.
Yeah.
I think I technically could be playing this game right now, I suppose. Not in any sort of good quality.
Well, and it's not in the cloud yet, but once it hits console, I mean, it's on Game Pass. I'd have to imagine that it'll be there too. Which at that point doesn't really matter what kind of hardware you got, as long as you got a good internet.
Well, that's not always the case. It's been better recently.
All right, I think I can bust this open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay. And we're right by. Oh man, that's right where I want it to be.
Not bad at all.
I wanted to get
Bobby,
this. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. I'm switching subjects.
I wanted to get this. So I was going to do these over here, but given the location of where they're at and knowing that they're going to move, I want to try and get the ship out of the way so I can pull them back over here a little bit more center, and then I'll work on those. So I'm going to try and get the ship out of the way first.
Makes sense.
What were you going to say?
Are you excited for Wednesday? Or we'll be doing our June preview.
It's one of my favorite episodes, man.
I also enjoy it.
I absolutely adore those episodes. I think that they're a ton of fun.
And looking at the games of June so far, I gotta say, I think there's more value there than I expected for June.
I know that there's a game that we'll be talking about that Johnny's really excited for. That is there like a playtest for that right now? Did I see that correctly? That Mario Strikers has some.
Yes, there's a free demo for Mario Strikers, whatever the fuck it's called.
Have you checked it out?
I got my fill of soccer recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Johnny had both me and Bobby over home to watch Liverpool and some other team that's not Liverpool play the footy.
The footy.
And we watched that.
Kinda.
Well, yeah, it was on while. Yeah, well, right. There was also a delay.
You would have thought that somebody in the parliament had been murdered, based off of their reaction to a delayed kickoff.
I mean, they were in France. Everybody in France is just like, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah. See if I can get that in there in a minute 20.
Did you ever get Did they explain what the delay was for? We just kept hearing people go, we don't know why there's a delay, but there's a delay, and it's all the Liverpool fans' fault. And we're like, okay, whatever. Bobby and I were busy eating terrible pizza snack things.
Absolute kings.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they were trying to get in. I just don't know if it was like why they wouldn't let him. Not enough. Okay. Well, seems like they could have used those fans in the stadium a little bit earlier.
We're making short work of the actual ship here.
Yeah, well, you got 35 seconds to get as much of the rest of this as you can.
This thing is heavy. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
that thing's heavy.
I don't think you're gonna get that. Yeah, okay, it's moving now. You can get that in 20 seconds.
Yeah, we got that one. Okay, so I think that leaves me with this back piece, those things, some stuff for the barge, a couple lights, some wiring there.
That's pretty clean.
Yeah. I should, outside of those other two thrusters, and you can see, so this is what I think is really interesting. We've taken apart a lot of this ship so far, and I haven't even hit tier 2 yet. So that should tell you kind of like how they value these ships.
Is that because all the good stuff's in the cockpit?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of electronics that we'll see that go up, the actual frame being a furnace piece. But the jump to 4 to 5 there gets a little tricky because you're going to see like this compressor almost come through. So like if I start to damage shit, and usually by that point in time you've made your mistakes, the red will start to fill up. But that's the other thing I want to call out here. Like, we don't really have anything impacting us right now. We've taken apart a lot of that ship, so we're doing pretty good.
You destroyed a light, it looks like, or 2 lights apparently.
Yeah. Rank 10, which is great.
What happens at rank 10?
I think I get a new ship, or like an upgrade to like one of the, not my ship, but like more
a new
hazards.
Ship to break.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question I meant to ask in the quick look, and just again for the audience out there, we got a quick look at this coming tomorrow morning, so make sure to check that out. So go back out to the monitor there.
Go where?
The monitor.
Which one?
Does the either one? Does the symbol ever get it right in the corner?
Almost. Yeah.
I mean, it's a very important thing, Bobby. DVD menus everywhere.
So, by the way, the guy talking down there, Hal, he is.
That one. Oh, you. It wasn't gonna make it.
He's bad news. He was sent in by Lynx. He's essentially QA for the work that we're doing. But he's also there because there had been talks, which you're a part of, for unionization, and he's here to basically validate the type of work that you're doing, and yeah, he's a real gem. All right, I'm gonna get to work. I think we should be able to move pretty quick here.
All right. Yeah, I want to see you break down the rest of the ship before we leave tonight.
Oh yeah, that's easy, dude. What time?
Okay. Well,
That's
maybe
not gonna be a
famous
problem
last
at all.
words. We'll see.
Not a problem at all.
Just throw away those chips.
Yep, they go to the furnace.
I was eating those.
What kind of chips do you like? What's your favorite type of chip?
I like.
Hang on. 2-part question.
Okay.
Favorite
Sure.
type of chip, plain by itself, and then favorite type of chip that you have to dip into something.
Okay. I mean, how do we count Cheetos?
Same way I guess we have to count like a pretzel.
Pretzel's not a chip. I ain't eating no fucking pretzels. If you say, "Hey, I got chips," and you hand me a bag of pretzels, I'd throw them in your fucking face.
You don't like pretzels?
It's not that I don't like pretzels, it's that you lied to me. Pretzels aren't chips. Pretzels are pretzels.
Okay. Well, then what's like a Cheeto? Is a Cheeto a pretzel?
That's my question. I don't know. Cheeto's obviously not a pretzel, but like I guess it's chippish category. But I don't know. I like Cheetos. I like maybe that's a separate thing. Maybe we'll ask like what's your favorite kind of Cheeto because they make quite a few. I like if I'm just eating regular chips. Actually, let me grab them. I just bought 2 bags.
Oh, we got a little show and tell.
Yeah,
okay.
A little show and tell.
Okay. While Chase is grabbing that, I'm gonna get rid of this reactor because that's scary business. And it's off. Whew. We made it. What did we get here, Chase?
It was like good Foley work. All right. So, these are somewhat regional, aren't they?
Are they?
Okay, they're made in Pennsylvania, so it's
okay.
not a same. No, they're not Ricklets.
Okay.
They are Zaps.
Oh yeah, Zaps.
Nice
are good.
Zaps Voodoo. Oh,
Yeah.
the Voodoo chips are so good. I love these quite a bit. But yeah, they're like kettle style chips, but they've got like a Cajun-y spice to them. They're just really good. I like those chips a lot. I'll just polish up a whole fucking bag.
Oh yeah.
Be good. But those are the ones I'd eat alone. In fact,
Yeah.
I don't want to dip those in anything because they've got so much flavor to them already.
Yeah.
I like if I'm dipping something, I'm probably using like a ranch.
Okay.
And I would do like the ruffles that are the cheddar cheese ruffles.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
I like those cheddar cheese ruffles quite a bit. So I'd also do like a sour cream and onion. I like sour cream and onion, but if you're asking me to dip a chip, it'd be those cheddar cheese ones. It's quite good. How about you?
I would say if it's just like a plain chip, I really like the chili cheese Fritos. I think that's a really good corn chip. And if I'm going to be dipping it, I will take any form of like a tortilla and salsa.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Like I love chips and salsa. That's one of my absolute favorite go-tos. Like I would even just go to a Mexican restaurant and sometimes
just to eat the chips and salsa.
I mean, like I'd like a taco, so I don't feel like an absolute like and like a lot of margaritas, so I don't feel like an asshole, of course. But yeah, man,
I'm with you. I feel like every time I go with my friends to a Mexican restaurant, it's just me housing chips and salsa and them talking or just going, what the fuck is going on here? It's like, what do you want from me? Like it's salsa, it's chips and salsa, man.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Like whenever I've encountered a Mexican restaurant for the first time that like actually gave me my own individual bowl for salsa, it was fucking off to the races. It wasn't even like I wasn't even like acting like I was gonna share, which I wasn't with people.
Yeah.
It was just like, all right, now I can be terrible in my own way.
Yeah. COVID has taken so much from us, but one thing it's given us is that everybody gets an individual cup of salsa.
Everybody gets
no more sharing salsa, little dishes of salsa. None of that shit anymore. And you know what? We're better off for it. Some things we've learned some things through COVID, and we're gonna get through this together. And what's gonna help me get through it? Getting my own dish of
own chips and salsa.
It's very important. Very important. I almost like chips and salsa is almost unfair.
It is
in this discussion because like that's like a whole separate cat. At that point.
Yeah, so I'm with you though. I would say like if that was off the table, right? Then I'm gonna go like a good like deep ruffle chip with sour cream and
French onion, man.
Yeah, French onion dip. Like
okay.
I would just do like a good Midwestern French onion dip and chip. Very simple.
Sure. All right, Bobby, are you a Cheeto enjoyer?
I am, and there's a right answer to the better version of those.
There is, but my answer is, I have a hipster answer.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What's your hip?
I'll eat any Cheeto. You put a Cheeto in front of me, I'm going to eat it. No, not a problem at all. But the best Cheeto to me, and they don't like. Sometimes they make it. They don't always make it anymore. but it was the paws. Cheetos paws.
I remember those.
I remember having those as a kid. They came in a green bag, and they were very good. And now the green bag is always the jalapeno ones, and I hate the jalapeno ones. It makes me sad every time.
I like the Cheeto ball, the little puff ball.
Ooh, okay. That's
a very poppable snack.
I would not expect that answer, but I understand it. I can respect it. I think I tend to be a crunchy over puff, but I'm not kicking a puff out of bed.
Hang on a second. I got to pause for a chat here. I see somebody offering to take us out for some Mexican.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it. What are we doing here? Let's get in the car.
Oh my gosh. I would love to just sit at a table with you, Jedi, drinking and having some chips and salsa. That would just be a
Sounds
dream.
like a good time.
That sounds like a really great time. Oh man. I think that we've now gotten into a bigger conversation of when it comes to like road trip. You are on a road trip. We're going to drive out to see Jedi, okay?
Yeah.
We have to stop at a gas station naturally to pee and then get snacks. Sure. What is your go-to road trip? Like you're going to fall back on this no matter what. I need to know what are you getting to eat and drink?
Well, here's the problem. In this theoretical scenario, are we together or is this a solo road trip?
This is us together in the car.
Okay. So I'm a beef jerky man, but I would not bring beef jerky into a car of people because that is going to that has an odor that is
before
that's
and
pungent.
after.
Yes, and I'm not looking to make anybody's time, and I'm not looking to have anybody have a bad time. So I would forgo the thing that I really want, which is
let's pause there. Are you talking?
Jerky.
All right, peppered beef. So you're not getting like a Slim Jim.
No. I want the whatever the Sasquatch or whatever the Jack Links or.
Okay.
What anyone's fine, but I want like the chunky, strippy things. I don't want.
You know how I knew.
Despite what Macho Man Randy Savage.
My wife loved me. Whenever she went on a road trip, I love my wife very much. By the way, everybody. She
certified wife guy over here.
She came back to the car. Her snacks was a bag of Funyuns and a couple Slim Jims, and that stunk. It was a stinky car ride. But sometimes she'll do like Slim Jims and sour cream and onion Pringles as well.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Pringles are a very good one. Pringles, I think, would be the safe choice. I know we didn't mention those for like favorite chips, but the idea that, hey, I'm in a road trip, this thing comes in its own tiny little can, very self-contained, very easy. You're not going to get a bunch of dust on your fingers. Pringles might be the go-to car one for me.
My big old bear paws can't fit.
Yeah, you get there.
You get the old stuck can.
I think that was the best Super Bowl commercial this year. One with the guy who gets his hands stuck in a pretzels can and then he just keeps it for the rest of his life.
I didn't see that, but that sounds pretty good.
It's a good commercial. You should look that one up. It was enjoyable. And then at his funeral, the best part is the ending where it's at his funeral, and it's open casket, and he's got the hand still in the can. But then somebody at the funeral is eating Pringles at the table, and then he gets his hand stuck, and then we get to start the whole process over again. It's very very good. Yeah. So okay, for me it'd be Pringles. Probably the cheese ones. I'm still a big fan of the cheese there.
Okay.
And then for drink, if it's a road trip, I'm gonna treat this like a special occasion. I don't try to drink that much soda anymore, but for a road trip, I'd say fuck it, give me that Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
It can be a cherry Dr Pepper. That'd be fine. But like anything Dr Pepper is going to be.
Yeah.
That's probably me. If I'm going like I don't need any more soda, I'd probably get like a big tea. It doesn't have to be in Arizona, but
Yeah.
like I'd even do like a brisk or something. But yeah,
That's
that's
me.
me.
Baby.
How about you? What are we talking about?
My favorite snack on a road trip. I will always get a bag of the cheddar and pretzel combos. I like those a whole lot. If those aren't available, like that flavoring's not there, I like the Ritz bits with peanut butter, little mini Ritz crackers, peanut butter. I like those quite a bit. Or like a cheese popcorn. Like I kind of sub between those three. If I'm drinking a soda, which I don't really do a lot of these days, and I don't eat this way that much anymore either, but if I was, a cherry Coke Zero and peanut butter M&Ms to go with that.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask. Like, it sounds like we're both staunchly in the savory territory over the sweet. Not that I have any problems with sweets. Ooh, gummy bears. Okay, I can see that. I'm not super enamored with gummy bears.
Yeah.
Like I think I'd reach for the Swedish fish any day before I grab gummy bears.
The difference here is that they don't get stuck in your teeth like Swedish fish do.
Depends on the gummy bear, I guess.
What's that doing up there?
Flavor wheelhouse is a hell of a phrase.
Bobby is in my entire flavor wheelhouse. Hell yes. It's a wonderful place.
Is that connected to Flavortown?
Yeah, baby. God, this thing is not moving, is it?
So you got to deal with it as it lies.
I think we're gonna have to. It's not fucking moving.
Is it really going to change that much?
I'm concerned a little bit. So if I take this one off, that's going to push down. You know what I'm going to do? Let me see if I can get these pulled off while that's... Nah, never mind. The tethers are going to bust. They don't last very long. All right. So you know what, Chase? We did not get the entire... I didn't get this part done, but I did get the rest of the ship's gone.
True.
So I just got to get these guys, and I'll be able to pop in here for one more run.
Okay.
Get those
I said by the end of the stream.
Yeah, man. We've got 38 seconds here. I don't like being this close to the furnace. Second to make it in there. Perfect.
Yeah, look at you. So sweets. You said peanut M&Ms or peanut butter?
Peanut butter M&Ms or like gummy bears.
Why peanut butter M&Ms over Reese's Pieces?
Well, Reese's Pieces are good, but they're not the same. There's a ratio difference, thickness. It's the reason why I would say that like Reese's cups during holidays are better than your standard Reese's cup. Christmas trees and hearts taste better than your standard Reese cup.
Okay, you're a seasonal purist when it comes to candy.
There's a better ratio. It's about the ratio. It's about the peanut butter to chocolate ratio. You get more peanut butter.
Oh, you're saying they actually change. You think they change the way they make their...
I don't think. I know. Like, if you go to a Reese cup during the holiday and you get like the Christmas tree Reese cup.
Whoa. That's not a cup anymore. That's the Reese's tree. Okay. Then yes, we're on the same page. But I thought you were saying like, oh, they make Reese's cups thicker during Christmas or Easter. But no. You're talking about the different SKU entirely. Yeah.
The ratio, the thickness, and that's why. That's why the peanut butter M&Ms, in my opinion, are better than the Reese's Pieces. I like Reese's Pieces a whole lot, though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're great.
Yeah. All right. Straight up candy bar. No pieces. No thing. You get one bar of
Reese's
candy.
Fast Break.
Okay.
Reese's Fast Break.
Respect that. Sure.
That's my go-to. If I'm gonna get like just a straight up candy bar, that's the one I'm getting.
I used to be a Milky Way man, but but then it got to a point of like this candy bar is just small. It feels shorter than even just a straight up Snickers. I feel like I'm getting shafted every time I get a Milky Way, despite enjoying a Milky Way more than a Snickers.
There's one thing I will call out with the candy bar that's pretty elusive, and if it was a guaranteed, it would be my number one. But like when I get it, and this is going to be specific, and I hope that people can follow along with what I'm saying here.
Okay.
There's a Butterfinger out there. There's Butterfingers out there. They exist. These Butterfingers exist that you bite into it and it just melts. Yes. It's not hard. It doesn't stick. It's just soft and crumbly.
You lost me. That's not I don't think that's a thing.
It is a thing. There are Butterfingers out there that you can find that they're just they're perfect. And when you get one,
Butterfinger truther.
I am a Butterfinger truther. It's 100% a thing. There's dozens of them. They're so good, and you usually find them. They used to do the Butterfinger bites that you could get like at the concession stand at the movie theater.
You mean the Butterfinger BBs?
Not the BBs, the bites.
Bart Simpson's favorite candy. I was a big Butterfinger BBs fan.
Oh god!
Yeah, just get right in the fire. Smart. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I used to be a Milky Way guy. I like nougat quite a bit, and that's why I have now switched to my new favorite, which is what's going on here? Did you fuck up?
Moved. No, didn't fuck up.
Oh, okay. That's what's supposed to happen. Okay. That's why I have now switched to the Baby Ruth.
Classic.
That is a nice solid heft.
Yeah,
for that
classic.
bar.
Classic bar.
Yeah, you get some nougats, you got some peanuts and some chocolate. That's quite a bar right there.
What a bar.
What a bar.
Wonder.
And also, it makes me feel like it's about baseball, even though I know it's about the daughter of a president and not.
Oh, is that what it is?
Baby Ruth. Yeah. Is that Roosevelt? No. Who is Ruth? Who is the Baby Ruth?
The Baby Ruth.
Yeah. So named after Cleveland. Grover Cleveland.
Good old Cleveland.
His daughter was named Ruth, known as Baby Ruth, and then they named a candy bar after her. Politics. I like a little politics with my candy. That's not true.
Who doesn't?
That's very much not true.
All right. Let's see.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, Jedi. Appreciate it.
Jedi, be safe. Enjoy the night. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for talking food with us.
Talking salsa talk.
Hell yeah. Salsa talk. All right. We're close, Chase. We're close here.
Yeah, it looks like we're close.
We're close. Just trying to get that bad boy down around there. All right, that one's gonna go in. I'll go ahead and break this off so I don't have to worry about it. If we do this right, we might hit 5. I think I've lost enough to still get that highest tier here, so we'll see how it goes.
It looks like it. That red bar is pretty tiny.
Yep. All right, you go down there. All right. Time to shine.
This is the last one that could say on fire.
This is the last one.
One more chance to fuck it up.
One more chance.
Fingers crossed.
One more time. Somebody not get us fired by Daft Punk and start playing it.
I'm liking this music. It's reminded me.
It's very good.
Reminded me a little bit of some Supergiant.
Yeah.
Little twangy guitar there.
God.
Uh-oh!
Oh, God.
Oh, yay!
We got smashed. Fuck.
Yeah!
Loser! You're a
Everybody
loser!
wins!
Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You
That
make
seems
me
bad.
sick, you big
Seems
baby!
like you died.
I did die.
Oh, thank you,
Loser!
Jiggy.
You're a loser!
That's so
Are you
good.
feeling
And-
sorry for
and
yourself?
Jedi.
Well, you should be, because
Oh.
you are dirt! You make me
That's
sick, you big baby!
That's perfect.
Oh.
I mean, I feel bad taking pleasure in your pain, but at the same time, you were so close to the end, and it was you finished. You just
I lost it. I
you-
lost it too.
You shut everything down. You shut everything down. It was all great. It was all fine, and then it starts pulling apart, and somehow it just fucking clocks you.
You know what the worst part is? Look at my score.
What's that? Yeah, you're right there at 5. Is there anything left?
I don't think so. Let me see if there's
How-
anything that I missed.
I mean, there's still a gap in that top bar.
Well, I don't know where those panels. I guess those panels either.
Maybe they flew way into space.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
Okay.
I don't see them anywhere.
You'll just have to deal with a fourth.
Damn, I got fucking crushed. Now, there is a way. I think there is a version that's permadeath, and that would have been it. That was it. Fuck
Jiggy,
me.
can I ask you to go back and clip that? There you go. Hey, look at that! I didn't even have. I shouldn't have even asked. I should have just known.
Oh my
Well
god,
done,
that
Jiggy.
was a crush. I got fucking crushed.
Oh, that's so good.
Let me just make sure I'm not missing this thing.
Let me make sure I open that clip in a new tab so
Damn.
I can grab that for later.
Oh, we were so close. The Saucy Smith. Fucking.
Yeah, what else could you have done differently there?
Honestly, I don't know. Well, I take that back. If I would have had the controlled charges, there's
Okay.
a way that I could probably just go in. There's two things I can do. All right, let me back this up. I could go in with the charge on the back of that where the handle is. I have to pull down. I'd place the charges. I'd turn on that view to where I could see into it, and I would line it up because it's going to shoot a laser through it. And I would just prematurely separate those thrusters without having to go into it. So I would just bust it open that way, and I got to line it up because I got to get in between all four of those gas canisters. The other thing is, on some of these, there's coolant on the outside. If I do that right, I could take the coolant, bust it. It's going to start spraying coolant. I could use that to freeze the pipes before I go into it. So like, there's some ways to like get in there and do it, but yeah, there.
Could you have pre-tethered the sides to something so when they did start separating, they'd separate in the way that you wanted them to? Like when you're cutting down a tree and like you tie it to something, or like you try to lean it one way to
So I where I fucked up on
force it one
that.
way?
What I did, and I realized that I didn't call it out when I was doing it after the fact, but there was 4 yellow bars that were holding each one of those to the main body of the ship, and I busted those off. If I wouldn't have done that, they wouldn't have been as wonky whenever they were coming apart, and so that was on me.
Okay.
Chase, we're at an hour 10 minutes.
It was fun to watch. I'll tell you that.
I don't know if I'm gonna top what just happened.
No, this seems like a good ending point. I know you said you're running against the clock here with your internet stuff going on. This is probably good a place as any.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch more of Hardspace Shipbreaker, tune in at 9 a.m. Central
10.
Time tomorrow.
10 a.m. Central.
10 a.m. Central Time, and watch the quick look that Bobby and about
hang on,
this.
let me share something with you so it puts you back in.
Okay.
in place here.
Other fun things happen during the look.
You can watch my audio while I talk to you.
Perfect.
So, yeah, we've got a quick look, as Chase is talking about, going up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central for Hardspace Shipbreaker. there's one that's way back in the day that I did, like one of the first ones I did for the show. But we like to do these kind of look back, look forwards with these early access games. And we've done that with some demos and like gone back to the full release after the fact and talked about it as well. Chase teased it out Wednesday night. We've got a really fun episode planned for you all, which is going to be our Casual Hour Live June preview. Thursday, we've got a quick look for something called Loot River. It's a really fascinating take on run-based, kind of Dark Souls-esque and Tetris. So some cool shit there to check out. And then Friday night is going to be a fucking bonkers time. Johnny and I have been digging that new Sniper Elite 5 it's out on everything, but we've been playing on Game Pass. I don't know if the other ones, this is my first one, by the way. I don't know if the other ones had this or not, but this has co-op. And
I don't think 3 did. I don't know about 4.
But we're going to be playing that co-op, and we've played it a little bit off stream, and it's
Sniper Elite. They continue to do that one thing, but they do that one thing perfectly every time.
And playing on co-op, what's really funny is if somebody gets the kill cam, it just takes over your screen for the other person.
Oh, perfect. Good. That's what you want.
Like, even if Johnny's getting them, you're going to get to see him on stream that night, which is like, you don't care about watching him do other shit. You just want to see him blow off testicles.
Double the pleasure, double the fun. I love it.
Yeah. So we're gonna play that Friday night. It's gonna be a really good time.
Oh, who knows? Maybe I'll jump in on chat, or maybe I'll even be on Discord. We'll see. Yeah, that sounds like a fun time.
There is up to 4-player co-op for that. They have a survive mode, which is kind of like a horde wave-based one, where you can have up to 4 people playing, but it's not for the campaign. Which the campaign you can play the entire game with a buddy, which is great.
Nice.
So that's what's going on with us this week. Lots of good reasons to hang out. Chase, what is going on in your neck of the woods?
Not much, but I can tell you some upcoming stuff. Gamers on the Go. There will definitely be a new episode of Gamers on the Go at some point in the somewhat near future, I would imagine.
Yeah.
We still have more Playdate games to talk about with our good friend Jiggy there in the chat, and we'll see about that. I've got some other ideas as well of some other potential games to play and record about. And then also I have a YouTube channel at Chasey K Plays. Find that on Twitter, and it'll get you to the YouTube channel, or just click the link that Bobby's provided there for the chat. And I haven't played anything since that Pokemon Shining Pearl Nuzlocke that Johnny and I did, but soon. I was going to do it today, but then I was going to start it today, but then I ended up playing some instead. I'm going to play SteamWorld Heist again.
Hell yeah!
Play it with that DLC. And just have a good time, because that is just one of my favorite games, and I just want to go back and play it, and this seemed like a good excuse to do so.
Chase, we haven't talked too much about Beyond this Monday. What do you want to do next Monday?
I don't know. Let's play it by ear a little longer.
Okay.
See what we got.
Sounds good. Everybody, thanks for hanging out tonight. We had a lot of fun playing with y'all. What a way to go out. What an absolute way to go out. That was chef's kiss. We'll have some quick looks this week. Hang out with us on social where you can, but come back Thursday or Wednesday night, because we got a really cool episode of the show planned for you, and we'll show off some trailers. So we'll see you there. Take care.